It's my great honor to extend a very warm welcome to all of you today on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the Republic Day of India, or the 71st Republic Day. Now, I've been told that the most memorable National Day receptions are the ones in which the ambassador chooses not to make a speech. But now that I have your expectations high and your attention, let me just reassure you that I'm not going to speak for very long. But it was exactly 70 years ago that on 26 January 1950 that we, the people of India, gave to ourselves our constitution. Our constitution embodies values that India has always stood for: freedom, democracy, pluralism and inclusiveness. If you look at that Dharma Chakra, the wheel of righteousness that is part of our national emblem given by the great King Ashoka about 2,500 years ago, it represents the same core values: pluralism, a respect for diversity, and syncretic culture that we fondly call our Ganga, Jamuni, Kaveri, Tehzeeb. I take pride in saying reassuringly that the values of the Indian Republic that our constitution codifies have been in the DNA of our civilization and will always remain so. Distinguished guests, the previous year was a year of many challenges. But if I have to pick one, I would say that it was the aggravation of the climate crisis that presented a real danger to us all. I am happy to note that in India, we took on the dare by moving ahead on one of the world's largest clean energy expansion programs. We are to reach 100,000 megawatts of installed renewable energy this year. Solar energy will of course be a large part of it, thanks to solar parks such as the Power and Solar Park in the state of Karnataka, with a whopping 2,050 megawatts of fully operational capacity of solar energy, is the largest in the world. We have continued making purposeful strides in deepening our engagement with Africa, which is our highest priority. Our partnership with Africa is deep-rooted, and it has solid foundations in our shared history of struggle against colonialism and injustice. We have always believed that India's own independence was incomplete so long as her brethren in Africa continued to suffer oppression. Our partnership today represents the intertwined dreams and aspirations of more than 2 billion people in Africa and India. As Africa pursues Africa-owned and Africa-led development, our partnership empowers people, based as it is on the principles of equality, mutual respect, and mutual benefit. We take pride in our model of cooperation with Africa, which is demand-driven, consultative, participative, builds capacity, and is based on Africa's own prioritization of its needs. To give you just one example of the commitments made by India for Africa in 2015, at the last India-Africa Forum Summit for a period of 5 years, out of 50,000 training slots for capacity building, we have done more than 40,000 already. Of a grant commitment of more than $600 billion, we did that in the first 3.5 years. And out of Indian lines of credit of a commitment $10 billion, we have done more than $6.5 billion already. For development projects which are changing lives in more than 40 African countries. Our close partnership with Namibia, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, has a very special place in the heart of every Indian through the generations. And it has gone from strength to strength in recent times thanks to leadership by Honorable DPM and her cabinet colleagues. There were contacts at the highest level with the meeting of their Excellencies President Bangkok and Prime Minister Modi in September last year. We also had the pleasure to welcome in past few months Honorable Minister of Environment and Tourism, Honorable Minister for Economic Planning, Honorable Minister for Industrialization, Trade and SME Development, and Honorable Deputy Minister of Health and Social Services to India to discuss and enhance cooperation in various areas. Our commerce and business ties continue to grow. I am particularly happy to note that in the third quarter trade statistics for 2019 released by the Namibian Statistics Agency, India is now Namibia's 4th largest import partner. Distinguished guests, 2019 also marked the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. We were honored to have the father of Namibian nation preside over the commemorations to honor the father of Indian nation. He, along with Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Honorable Speaker, also launched a special set of stamps to honor Gandhiji, an honor bestowed by Namibia for the first time ever on a foreign leader. Though of course Gandhiji belongs to Namibia and to the world as much as he does to India. A key message of Gandhiji was service to humanity. In practicing that idea, we worked together with our partners on a number of initiatives. Today, nearly 400 Namibians can walk freely with the help of prosthetic limbs provided under the Jaipur Foot Camp. There are hundreds of trees taking root in the Namibian soil as part of the tree plantation drive we conducted here to combat desertification. We were also among the first responders when Namibia launched its drought relief appeal last year. And our yoga programs throughout the year have seen participations of thousands, thus contributing to a healthy and fit Namibia. Our cooperation and skilling and capacity development goes from strength to strength. We launched last year courses at the Center of Excellence for Information Technology, which is a collaborative project between India and Namibia, in areas such as big data technologies, information security, and advanced web technologies. Under our academic visitors program, the Vice Chancellor of UNAM identified several important initiatives during his visit to India, including setting up of an entrepreneurship development center. While more than 15 Namibians have already received training this year under our ITEC and ICCR programs, it was very special for us to also have 20 budding Namibian diplomats visit India for a customized tailor-made training program to hone their skills further. To promote people-to-people contact, we have eased the visa regime for Namibians visiting India. Apply online for an e-visa and you get 5-year multiple entry delivered in your inbox. So we'll of course be very happy to have more distinguished guests. 2020 is a very special year as we celebrate 30 years of Namibian independence, which is a very special landmark. We are very proud to participate in a series of programs to commemorate this milestone, and the first of which, in which 15 Namibian artists and artisans are visiting one of our most famous and most visited cultural fair, the Surajkund Craft Mela, next week to enthrall the Indian audiences. But in 2020, we would also see the T20 World Cup, which Indians are very passionate about. But Namibia, with its amazing qualifying performance, is right there. We have supported a young talent here through coaching, and we will all be rooting for the team Namibia when it happens later this year. The Indian community in Namibia may be very small, but it has made deeply meaningful contributions to Namibia. They are a very valued link between our two countries. And I'll just give you one example of Mrs. Mary Phyllis Yesudasan, the principal of St. Boniface College in Windhoek, who hails from Kerala in India. She has traveled all the way from Windhoek to be with us today. And under her guidance, Boniface College produces all the top students, I would say winners and champions of Namibia year after year, year after year, and year after year. I must also share a secret that she has a reputation of a tough disciplinarian. So if I am a naughty boy, I would be careful not to cross my path with her. लेकिन जो सभी भारतीय यहाँ नामीबिया में रहते हैं, आप सभी पर और आपके योगदानों पर हम सभी को बहुत गर्व है और आपका कार्य उन्नति पे चलता रहे, इसी की हमारी शुभकामनाएं हैं. I would like to give a special thanks to our colleagues at Space Bona. General Manager Peter Senecal is also here with us. For those beautiful, snazzy Mahindra vehicles you saw outside when you were coming in. Do take some time to check these out, book a test drive. I'm told Mahindra is the fastest growing brand in South Africa, and we hope that we'll be able to make these in Namibia itself one day. Before I conclude, I thank all my colleagues at the High Commission who have worked tirelessly